Hello, my lovelies. It's Vulpus Tumultum. I am back again with yet more Timberborn. It was really hard to decide what I wanted to play this afternoon. There were two games involving beavers that sorry about that. Games involving beavers. Don't you love it when you forget to tweak something about your sound setup? Anyway, yeah, there are two games involving beavers that I want to play, and this is the one that won, basically. Okay. Let's see, where were we? We have the water managed, we think, now. Possibly. Okay, all right. Let's focus on our game. And I forgot to unmute my mic after quickly muting it because I had a sound issue because I forgot to tweak a setting. Wow. We're off to a good start this afternoon. In my defense, I have a lot on my mind right now that does not involve beavers. That's what she said. Anyway, yeah. Stuff's happening, stuff's going on. Doctor's appointments are being made, all that kind of fun shit. So, yeah. I think we've got a lot figured out. The gravity batteries only take 400 science? How do the gravity batteries only take 400 science? That doesn't seem like it's enough. How big are you? You're a 4x4. Okay, you are a 4x4, and we're going to, I think, put you here. Right? Or is it 3x3? Now, I'm a little disappointed. I need to, oh, that's what I meant to do. I meant to Google that, or look that up, and I did not look that up. Oh, I need to look that up. I'm not sure how one places these giant water wheels. Like it says, supported from the side. How do you support this from the side? Okay, okay. So it needs to be big and tall, basically. Um, I'm trying to figure this out. Will you be supported by... Um, okay, this is working. What am I doing? I'm gonna need... I'm just being kind of ridiculous here. This is just pretty ridiculous. I'm going through ridiculous amounts of wood, plotting this out. It's pretty dumb. Because it'll also then eventually maybe WK2, new WK here, instead of just being a useless appendage, we will do something with. And the power can be shared basically between the two. Right? Yeah. Right. Die in 12.5 days. Well, you know, in 12.5 days we should, all right. I've caved and opened my first soda of the day. I am trying very hard to cut down for health and financial reasons. It's not necessarily going well. Dr. Pepper is basically, Dr. Pepper and video games are like my two big addictions. I am very boring. But yeah, I have been drinking way too much Dr. Pepper. Getting to where I can't afford how much Dr. Pepper I'm drinking a month, and then also my blood pressure has been a little up this month, and I need to also cut down on getting fast food for financial and health reasons, and try and eat a little healthier. Which would be easier if I could eat more things. I am allergic or intolerant of a lot of foods. Just cannot eat them without getting sick. So trying to eat healthier is kind of difficult sometimes. I mean, the list of vegetables I can eat without becoming ill is basically count them off on one hand. And they do get pretty, you know, just occasionally you want something different. Okay, 3 babies. I really need to get the explosives mill going. I need to set up some kind of better thing. How high did I have to make it over here? Okay, it's got to be atop a tour. It's got to be atop a tour. Oh wait, if I do this, will you actually... Pardon me. Oh, I need to... Okay, one... Move it over by one. Okay, let me just double check. Does it have to be 3 high? Because the other one was only 2 high. Okay, for some reason it's got to be 3 high here. Oops, no. Oops. Okay, we gotta cut all of these chestnut trees. Um, industrial log pile. Go over there for me, would you? I don't actually know if I'm going to be able to build all that. I'm going to have to build... yeah, I do not have any haulers right now. Because I almost have no beavers. 52 beavers is a very small number of beavers for what is going on here. I really need this many berries. I probably don't really need this many berries. Let's get a few more trees. Wait, what am I doing? You know what? Let's not, I need... you're gonna have... Alright, you... there we go. I don't know, I'm just making complicated shit for possibly no good reason. Okay. Now.
Ma cararo.
You know what I am gonna give you guys? Shit! You haven't... What? Where? Oh my god. 1.5. It happened again. It didn't go where it needed to go. Alright, alright. Come on, gang. Alright, that's right. I need to... I can't... I can't let this keep flowing. Okay, I'll just have that one guy. I basically need to make another cheap-ass, Is it maybe, does that not actually... Maybe I should actually... do that. All right. Okay. Hmm. You know, I wonder. Sorry, I got all silent, but I wonder if shading water, you know, it would be very neat if this game was so detailed that if you built, like, covered over an area of water, if it would evaporate slower. That would be amazing. I have no idea how they would be able to do that, but that would just be amazing. I also wish there was something like temporary scaffold or ladder that you could build along something that's tall that then the beavers would, you know, like climb up to do the thing and then take it apart when there was no tasks to do by it. That's probably way too complex. I don't know. Did I ever make the hospital up here? No, I didn't. Oh, no, I already did. I did. I built it over there. Okay, we built this over here. Oh, I wanted you to stop, actually. Okay. Okay, we have plenty of berries now, don't we? How does it work, though? Does it need to be connected? I mean, you would think it would need to be connected, but I'm not seeing the connection box. All right, I'm gonna have to wait a little. I mean, I'm not even gonna place it yet. I gotta maybe look up how that even works. Okay. But I need to get more power running because I absolutely have got absolutely must get some thingy. We got another. You know, I was going to plant the aquaponics garden here, But honestly, that dries up too fast, I think. I'm going to probably put it down in here. I'm just going to undo all of that down there. Hey there, little lady. Well, my day's going all right. I rambled a bit when I first started. I need to make some doctor's appointments and stuff. And, yeah, otherwise I'm going good. Going well, enjoying some fine beaver. And I am 12. I just keep wanting to make beaver jokes. It's true. I'm very clumsy at it. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, my blood pressure is kind of creeping up and I need to see someone about that. And probably try to make a bigger change to my diet than I've already been making, which is going to be very, very difficult. I'm not good at changing routines. I'm not good at changing routines, and I'm not good at saying no to getting a hamburger or something like that if I'm not feeling great. I go for the comfort food very, very fast. I messed up in my last episode, and we had a drought that ran out of water during. Yeah, yeah. And I'm trying to rebuild my beaver population because my beavers died a lot. Oh, we have rebuilt the beaver population, actually. It is now skyrocketing. I'm going to turn off a few of these. The Iron-Tooth Beaver Clan, which is what I'm playing as, they create new beavers in these little breeding pods, somehow. Science, you know? Mad science. Well, it's a little more difficult than the bunnies, actually. It has taken a while to get the numbers back up. Because I ended up in this very bad downward spiral where I kept messing up the water flow, and all of the berry bushes died. And they can't make new babies in the breeding pods without berries. So I was having these huge stretches of not being able to not being able to generate the next generation, basically, because I was out of berries. The drought is almost over. I don't know if you've seen much of this game before. It is so, the water physics in it are so cool. Yeah, this little district is not doing anything right now. I had to build it real quick for a thing, and then ah. Yeah, I don't know. I just rely on Nate's bot to just basically somehow figure it out. I don't have a channel of my own that people hang out on, so. A friend of mine is bugging, my friend Sam is like, is telling me I really need to get on Twitter and have a Twitter account set up that just auto tweets when I stream, and I've been putting off doing that, and I guess I should, but I'm not exactly, you know, advertising myself much. Here we go. The drought has ended. But I had a lot of trial. Yeah, I don't enjoy either of those. It literally would just be an account that does nothing but automatically tweet when I post a stream on YouTube. I would do nothing with it other than the setup. Which is why I'm not sure if it's worth doing, because it's like I'm not going to advertise it, so how would people find it? So I don't know. But yeah, this took me a while to get right. And even so, I'm not entirely sure I've really got the water right the way I want it. Yeah, his bot. I guess I don't know how it works. He's got a bot that just once he plugs someone's YouTube address into it, anytime they start a YouTube thing or upload a video or whatever, publish a video, I should say, it just automatically posts the content creators notice. So it's hands off once you get it started. I don't know anything about how to get it started. You build dams and stuff to control them. And okay, I'm having that problem again. I need you guys, I need the water to flow through here more. But finding the right balance is very difficult. It's like I alleviate I didn't build very well in some spots, and it's like I alleviate the pressure a little bit on the water in one spot, and then there's too much pressure in another spot, and it's not really going where I want it to go necessarily, and I really need it to go where I want it to go. That's strange. Check with Nate about it. Yeah, no, this game is very cool. I revisit it every now and then. It's still in early access, so they're always tweaking and changing things and adding things and rearranging things, and the graphics are really good. They're, I think, I love they call it lumberpunk aesthetic is what they're calling it, with all the beavers doing their things. And then there's my actual favorite thing about the game, which is when you click on a beaver, the sounds they make are very cute. Let's see, I need to slow it down so I can actually, I don't know if it's loud enough for you to hear. So I don't know if you heard those beavers when I clicked on them, but they speak this little gibberish stuff, and it's very cute. Oh, I need, that's right, we need you guys manning the pumps. We gotta get the water collected. Oh, but see, the water isn't flowing down to there. I need the water. Why is the water not flowing? Do I need to... increase the flow here? I wonder, would it help if I actually built these levees all the way so that one half had one half and one half had the other half? Would that work? Because see, I need all these ponds to fill up, but for some reason we're not getting... All right, let me, you just make the stuff interact. They do have a map editor. I have not played with the map editor yet. I really should play with the map editor and experiment with it, because I usually love making maps and things like that. Whoops, 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 whoops. Okay, nope, now we're... now we're flooding. I don't actually want water to go into here. Well, I'm going to have to turn on the emergency pump. Did not want water in my farms. But yeah, you interact with the landscape and you do your things, like you build your dams and everything to try and control the flow of water so that you can use it for power, and so that also you have the water for use it for power, and also so you have the water to survive the droughts. I'm playing on hard mode, so the droughts come very often and they can last a very long time. But basically, there's the wet season when all of the water is flowing and you can try trapping it and stuff. And then you have your long droughts, which absolutely will kick your butt if you're not careful. I'm gonna experiment. Let's experiment with building the levee all the way. Oh no, I didn't want to do that because I need that road to, okay, what do I need to do? Okay. I gotta try and make sure my beavers always have access and can get to from point A to point B and that sort of thing. But anywhere you don't have water stockpiled and stored, the ground becomes this brown, barren stuff, and basically nothing can grow and things will just wither away and die, like your farms and stuff will die on you. I need to turn on these pumps and get a little more water out of them. And you gotta watch it, like, you've gotta manage your pumps and stuff and make sure that you don't have water being pumped out during the drought somewhere where you can't afford to, you know, have it go dry. The water also will, it's like you can pump the water and the water evaporates, so. Yeah. Understood. And no worries. But yeah, it's a very cool engineering game, basically. And I like it better than like the Factorio type engineering games for some reason. I don't know, but just because it's more of a survival and, you know, colony building game without like the actual capitalism-y type stuff. Let's see. Okay, drought is here. That means I want to turn off that pump and turn off this pump. Fortunately, I have a lot of food stored, so my oops and flooding my farmland here is not going to cause me any problems there. Yeah, okay, it's okay. That route's not functioning, I know. Yeah, I know. Flooded building. Ooh, we got a lot of beavers here. Let's do some migration. Waterkeeper. Let's up you to needing 30 minimum. That at least gives us one hauler started there. Need to do something about this. Okay, what am I doing? Oh, I wanted to build another storage for logs. It's big, it's heavy, it's wood. And actually, I'm gonna yeah, I often watch streams or do stuff while I'm cooking too. Okay, you will not hold berries. You will not hold dandelions. And what else do we want to make sure you do not hold? No metal blocks and no scrap metal. But otherwise you can hold stuff. You can see some of these trees died last time I had those really big droughts and they haven't been replanted yet. What do we want to do here? Need to... Actually, wait, no, that's not what I wanted to do. That is not what I wanted to do. I don't want to use up all those gears like that. That's right. We were going to just build food, grist mill. Perfect. Yeah, I mean, you say that you need beavers to work. You set the priorities on buildings and how many beavers you want working in the buildings, and they will self-sort into the different buildings and then do whatever job those buildings have them do. So, like, if they work in a pump house, they spend all day pumping water. If they work at a grill, they spend all day preparing food. And you do have to do some micromanaging and like bounce. Sometimes you get into emergencies and you have to bounce people around, like you know, if I start running out of water, I'll have to turn on a few of these emergency pumps that I otherwise don't use. Um, 18 days. I have been remarking, I do sometimes wish that this game had an even faster speed mode, because you do get into these time periods where you're just waiting for them to do things. And, you know, like waiting for them to pump this out, waiting for them to finish building something. The hub of your beavers are these districts, and you have to build these district centers. Oh, hey, I never actually named that district. They have a limited range that you can have your beavers react or do stuff in. With that, and you gotta watch that limited range. Yes, when I turn those pumps on, because I've got them set at they're set on the highest workplace priority. So when I turn one of these on, what it'll do, it'll take a beaver away from something that has a lower priority. So you have so you set your most important buildings, like your pumps and farms, to highest priority, and then everything else is a little lower. And if something happens and you need a beaver in that spot, it steals one from another job, basically. And as of this new update, you used to have to manually migrate the population, like just a few beavers at a time, but now you can basically say that you want a minimum of this many beavers in a district, and the game will basically juggle your beavers around to make sure that you have the minimum number, if possible, make sure you have the minimum number of adult or children beavers that you have set. If you have it at 0, then there is no minimum, so they don't care if you have some or not. But yeah, so if there's a sudden die-off of some sort in this area, this district, and suddenly they have below 30 beavers, then however many beavers need to be replaced will move in from other districts. It is super cool, honestly. I think they're doing amazing things with the mechanics of this game. Um, it's definitely on my highly recommended list if you like doing colony management and a little bit of like engineering, figuring out how to do engineering and stuff. I'm gonna have to. Your beavers have limits to how far up or down they can reach things. So you have to make sure you got your beavers set so that there's access to what they need to do. They're pretty much my favorite type of game. As you might see if you look at my playlists and see how many of them are colony games. It's always been city building and colony games have been my favorite kind of game since I played SimCity, the original one, when I was very, very young and small. Sometimes I like business management games, and I really did love The Sims all the way through Sims 3. I played The Sims constantly. I kind of never got into Sims 4. It did not do it for me. I have issues with Sims 4. So I never played it. We too far from construction. Right? Oh, that's not a valid. I see. I've got everything blocked off by these, everything is blocked off thanks to these controllers. Here's what we'll do. Yeah, The Sims is great. I love The Sims. The only reason I didn't like Sims 4 is it took away, they simplified it a lot and took away a lot of the major world customization things that I liked in Sims 2 and 3. Although The Sims is horribly expensive if you really get hooked on it, because there's all the expansions. And I mean, with Sims 3 and Sims 2, I bought all the expansions and all the stuff packs. Back in the day, I had a little more money to spend back then, and I spent it. I spent probably thousands of dollars on Sims stuff over time. But yeah, and then like the sort of businessy management games like Tavern Keeper or whatever, and then colony builders like this one. Rim World, of course, although that one is a lot of warfare and stuff. But yeah, if you're looking for recommendations to get into colony building games, let me I'm gonna list them out in the channel. Right now, those would be my 3 top colony building games to check out. Banished is kind of, in a lot, it's not the original colony building game, but it's the game that has inspired a lot of newer games. Banished is an older game, so you'll be able to get it on sale on Steam pretty easily. And it's not that expensive. even when it's not on sale. It can be very difficult on harder levels, so it's got a learning curve in that. But the easier levels are not that bad. I mean, they're easy. That's why it's easy to learn the ropes. And there are some really good workshop mods for Banished that extend it beyond the original game. Banished was another one of those games that was like a single person made it. Yeah, I would say Banished is a good one for a beginner. End Zone: A World Apart is, as long as you play it on the easy modes, it is good for a beginner. End Zone is, okay, Banished is like if you want sort of medieval 1700, Ostriv too. But Ostriv is very, Ostriv, well, okay, Banished and Ostriv basically are like you're in the 1700s. The technology is you know, very, very old-timey. Banished, you don't even really research a tech tree. I don't remember. Oh my God, it's been so long since I played Banished. I've got thousands of hours in that game, and now I can't remember if there was a tech tree. I don't think there was a tech tree. But yeah, Banished is basically considered one of the originals in terms of modern colony building games. Before it came Anno 1300, but Anno's not bad. I put a lot of hours into Anno too, but I preferred Banished. Banished was more open-ended. But yeah, Ostriv is another early access game that you can pick up pretty cheap. Ostriv is not as in-depth in some ways yet. The dev is constantly working on it. If you've got the time, you can watch a little bit of me playing Ostriv. Solid Content has played some Ostriv, and so has Nucrium recently. Solid Content played it ages ago. Nucrium played it recently. But yeah, Ostriv is another pretty chill and easy 1700s-ish game. And then End Zone: A World Apart is a post-apocalyptic. Timberborn is post-apocalyptic because supposedly humans have all died off. These are our ruins, and beavers have inherited the earth. But End Zone: A World Apart is also post-apocalyptic, and again, as long as you play it on easy mode, and it does have an option for like raiders to come in that, but you can turn that off. I always turn it off. I usually like my colony games non-violent. I'm not into the warfare aspect. But yeah, so there's just so many games out there, honestly. But those three are the ones that I would say, or those four are the ones that I would say I would recommend to a beginner. Just start on easy mode until you get the hang of it, then graduate up to normal mode, and then, you know, you can try hard once you've, once you feel very comfortable with it. End Zone is a little tricky because you have to manage like radiation and stuff, but again, as long as you're playing it on easy mode, it's not that bad. But Banished and Ostriv would be the easiest games. There was one other one I was thinking of too. Oh. Kingdoms Reborn is another early access that I've put some hours into and have really enjoyed, and it also is good for beginners, I would say. So yeah, those games you could look them up on the Steam store and look for people playing them and see how you like how they look to you. Timberborn is the hardest of all of these games because you do have the water engineering you have to do. Even on easy mode, you have to make dams, you have to build power wheels, you have to work at it. But I would say it's worth the learning curve just because it is such an interesting and different sort of game. And then the others are like Kingdoms Reborn is very standard and very much like Banished, but a little. Let's see, Timberborn, Ostriv, and Kingdoms Reborn are all still early access. Kingdoms Reborn and Ostriv are a little slower to update, but when the devs do update them, they update them by quite a lot. And also, they're both like single-person teams working on those games, so that's why it takes one reason that it takes a while. So you know, it's like if you want for sure a finished game that has every mechanic in place, then Endzone and World Apart is of that list is the one that's completely finished, no longer early access. It's been released. It has some DLC that you do not necessarily need to get. I need to real quick check in with my actual towns. I've gotten myself distracted. Okay, yeah, we got plenty of food, plenty of water. Plenty of food, plenty of water. Yeah. Oh, I left that pump going. I didn't really want to leave that pump going, but I guess I can keep going. And then for actual city builders, I highly recommend City Skylines. It also has a lot of DLC that, you know, eventually you can branch out into if you love it. But it is a very good actual city builder. To me, there's a difference between a colony management and a city builder game. Colony management, you're working at a much smaller scale, and you have to do a lot more of the, you know, you have to make sure that wood is gathered, you have to make sure that food is gathered, you have to make sure that all the resources are managed and everything. And city builders are more like, well, you have to make sure you have industrial zones, and you have to make sure you have commercial zones and residential zones, but you're not really doing a whole lot of tweaking once things are in place. And you're not really worrying. I mean, you have to worry about sewage in that in City Skylines, but you're not having to worry so much about, it's more like you have to worry about overtaxing your people and having too much pollution instead of worrying about food supplies specifically. And that's what I think makes a city builder as opposed to a colony management game. Plus also just the maps are a lot bigger, and you know, a city builder like City Skylines, you wind up with cities that have hundreds of thousands of people living in them, and yeah, you don't see them or control them the same way you do in a colony management game. 6 more days of drought. Come on. I want to see if what I did here worked. Oh, I could start building my farm here. Okay, I need a grist mill. Now the question is, oh, okay. See you around, little lady. Thank you for stopping in. It was fun talking. Actually, let's redo.
Oh, Managamorara.
All right. Do not want berries and do not want dandelion. Okay, we're almost there. Almost to where we will see if I actually did something smart or did something really dumb. Um, all right, here we go. Let's see how this works. Come on, I need you guys to flow. Need you guys to flow. Okay, that's working so far. Come on, come on, come on, come on. I need you to... Need you to flow. That's good. That's good. That's good. That's good. Come on. Why are you not flowing? Need you to flow. It just sort of stopped flowing. Um... There we go. Okay. Absolutely all of the problems come from okay, yep, you do not. All right. Oh, man. Got in the zone again. Oh, good. We got our healer up and running on this side, too. Really wish you would stop making medicine once we hit a certain level. Are we filling you up with medicine? Let's not allow medicine in our big things. I swear it's like it always is better to just now on the bright side, I'm guessing I can just have these guys ship out medicine to all of the other no, none but medicine. There we go. maybe I do want to actually build my farm over here. I don't... Alright, I'm going to have to think about that. I assumed that the water would be evaporating off in plenty of time, but maybe not for the amount of farm we got going on. The beaver is injured. That particular ruin is starting to definitely look like it's been... Okay. You know, I mean, I thought that we were just going to have way too many beavers, but considering there are ones dying of old age all the time, maybe it's not so weird. Oh, that was another lumber mill. I thought I made another gear workshop. Oops. I thought I made a gear workshop, but I made... Yeah. Okay. I think I am going to take a bit of a break shortly. Of course, I say that a lot, don't I, when I'm gaming, and then I don't do it because I'm just bad about that sort of thing. No, I don't. All right. Oh, there's thunder. And at least now, if it needs to be connected, I can connect it somewhat easily. I'll have to do some jiggling in that if I'm going to connect it. But oh, mm, if it doesn't need connecting, that's weird, but very useful. Um, all right, so hopefully during our next flood cycle, we're going to have enough power to really run our machinery here and get it going. I'm gonna pause you. "12 days, 8 days. I put a little decorative bell here, and apparently it actually is ringing. I only just now noticed that. It was, this little guy. Let's see, what was I doing? I'll go ahead and unlock that. Oh, well-being. You guys could use a temple. Where have I got space for a temple? Really nowhere until we get rid of those ruins. Yeah, okay. Everything is doing better now. right, I am going to follow little lady's I am gonna go eat. I will see. I will actually stop now, like I said I was going to, and not continue to play for another hour or two like earlier. I have another game I do want to play a little bit of today, so I need to take my break, do my stretches, play with cats, do housework, eat, all that fun stuff. So, hey, I hope everyone who does see this video has enjoyed it and does find Timberborn very interesting. And I'll catch you guys later. Take care and take care, be cool, be kind. And Vulpus out.